Hey, what's up everyone and welcome to The Well, your source for the latest in the field of after school and summer learning programs. Today we have a very simple tip on how to add professional development and provide ongoing feedback for your staff coming up next. When I think about professional development for our staff throughout the school year, I think about the summer trainings and offerings that we provide throughout the year. But what if there were a way to add ongoing professional development every single day of the school year? By using this very simple technique, you can add up to 45 hours of professional development for your staff throughout the year in just 15 minutes a day. Whenever I'm providing coaching at the site level, I always carry around a pack of Post-its. Very simple Post-its that I carry in my pocket with me at all times. I use these Post-its to provide feedback from a strengths-based approach about what I'm seeing at the site that could either be a best practice or something that I would like to be replicated throughout the entire program day. As I observe my staff in action during program time, I make sure that I always stay until I can actually provide 2 pieces of positive feedback to my staff member before I leave. The idea comes from thinking about our traffic stops or traffic violations. I don't know if you can think about the last time that you got a ticket, but most of us don't think about those kind of things every single day. However, when we drive by that same spot where we got our ticket, that's when we remember what time of day it was, what did we do, who gave us the tickets, what was the conversation like, and all of these things come to mind whenever we go through that same spot. The Post-it idea works in a very similar way by providing staff with a very personalized note that is very intentional about the feedback that you're providing. Whenever they see you come by, they'll remember what you wrote in the Post-it and they'll remember right away what is the best practice or the feedback that you gave them about the great things that are going on within the program. So say, for example, I give some feedback to a staff member such as, I really like the way that you make eye contact with the students when you're providing homework assistance. Or it could be, I really like the way that you interact with the students and participate in all of the activities that you offer during the physical activity component of our program. This will let the staff member know that these are things that you like to see replicated. As soon as they see you, they'll remember that making eye contact with students and being interactive and engaging with students during physical activity is something that you like to see, and therefore they will be more willing to model it again. Now, in terms of Post-its, this is the regular size Post-it, but I tend not to use these. What I tend to use is the smaller ones, which makes my language more intentional when I provide feedback to staff. Think about using bumper sticker language. You don't want to write a whole paragraph about what you saw or what they did or what you like, but you want to write either a sentence or a couple of words that make that concept memorable for your staff, such as eye contact with students or interacting with students during physical activity. These key words will trigger that memory for your staff about the coaching and professional development and feedback that you have provided for them. So most of the time, it's on us to work on our language to provide very intentional feedback, not so much on the staff to be able to recreate these best practices. If we focus on a strengths-based approach on how to provide feedback and we do it throughout the school year, what you'll see is you'll start curving behavior of staff and students around best practices that you would like to see throughout your entire program day. The second thing that I do when I provide feedback to staff is that I write 2 Post-its of the same feedback that I gave. One, I leave with the staff member as I end my coaching or observation with them, and the second I take with me. On the back of it, I write the date, and the time and the staff member's name. That gives me the ability to track the progress of all of my staff, and this could also be used as part of your continuous quality improvement process. Third, I bring these Post-its with me to our next staff meeting. Either we have them weekly or monthly, and I lay them all out on the table for all of my staff members to see. And then as part of my continuous quality improvement process, the question is very simple. Who can pick a Post-it out of the bunch and tell me what they're doing in their part of the program to provide these best practices and use them with young people? What you'll find is that staff members will start to share stories with each other and will start sharing ideas and best practices with each other. What you become then is a facilitator of the conversation and not necessarily the person that's providing the professional development. This will create an environment where your staff members will learn from each other. They will be able to share ideas, create talking points, and become more intentional about the practices that they currently do and then the ones that they would like to implement in the future. I hope this is helpful to you. The key to continuous quality improvement is to continue the conversation throughout the entire year. Remember, in just 15 minutes a day, you can add up to 45 hours of professional development throughout the entire school year. For most of us, this is more time that we have allotted for our summer training or the staff training that we have available for brand new staff. This could be a great way to enhance professional development in your after-school program, a way to provide feedback from a strengths-based approach, and create an environment where all of our staff are learning from each other and not necessarily just from you. Until next time.